And meanwhile, shops in Guwahati which are stacked together in a cluster or in a commercial area have opened up from today onwards. The order was given after a meeting held yesterday that was held between the Kamrup Metropolitan District DC and various market organizations. Shops are being opened up in the norms of the one-third formula, whereby just one-third number of shops in a certain cluster or commercial area would be allowed to open. However, it was also found that this was not the case in all the areas of Guwahati. Some of the inner or congested areas saw markets and shops opening up together in a row, causing a crowd of people to be gathering there. This has raised questions on the implementation of social distancing in this new arrangement. And earlier, our colleague Guwahati Hazarika once again took stock of the shops that opened up throughout the city. Let's listen in to what he has to say.
In Guwahati also, we have seen shops today open up in the one-third pattern. Means if two shops open, then one shop in between them has to remain closed, and the same pattern has to be followed. Largely, we have seen that this pattern is being followed, but it is being followed in places which are visibly, which are at prime locations and are visible to authorities and the people quite easily. Most of the shops we have seen along the GS road, they have followed the pattern of maintaining one shop closed between two shops. And obviously, we want to point out that, however, this same pattern has not been seen throughout the city. In fact, in some areas, in narrow lanes or in the interior parts of the city, which are congested, we have seen shops open up in lines, mostly in Ganeshguri's wholesale market. We have seen shops open up in lines, and the biggest worry that has emanated out of this today is that social distancing norms are not being followed in many parts of the city. While many shops are taking care, in fact, to uphold the necessity and they uphold the minimum norms of social distancing, which has been called upon by the authorities in these crisis times, we have seen that certain areas in the city where shops have all opened up in one row, and there people have actually ended up crowding the spot, whereby a big question mark is also raised on the maintenance of social distance. Hence, now it is to be seen how the authorities tackle this situation, where the Guwahati has been divided into different zones, and whereby ACS officers have been appointed for each zone to look into their respective zones and make sure that shops follow the one-third pattern and social distancing norms are also maintained. However, that is to be seen how it actually pans out in the coming days. Still, a lot of shops are maintaining the one-third formula for now. With cameraman Rajan, this is Guwahati Hazarika reporting for Northeast Live.